this is Joe from Northern Korea. I am doing selective board wipes today, a refreshing change from doing like 150 tuners, which I just finished. Also, this is my first time using my new laptop. It is much better. Also, my son is here. It's Children's Day weekend, which is a 6-day weekend this year for some people, which is bigger than Christmas in South Korea. So yeah, that's why he is refusing to go off camera. Anyway, if you like it, please hit like and subscribe. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
The go-to. Alright, so in Garrick's Wake, I think is almost the standard. And this was quite a bit out of my budget range for a while, but not anymore. So it is 7 black for this sorcery. Destroy all creatures you don't control and all planeswalkers you don't control. It's 9 to cast, but it is like it's one of those like I win cards, you know? So it's really more of a finisher than it is a board weight, but yeah, 109 only. Number 10. Okay, Extinction. 4 and a black for this sorcery. Destroy all creatures of any type of your choice. Especially in Commander, someone's always got one of those Kindred decks, right? You can easily make this hit a whole bunch of their creatures and not yours. And if you're lucky, maybe even choosing something like a secondary type, like Cleric or something like that. Or Wizard. Wizard is probably more common than Cleric, but you'll have pretty much everything. You know, all kinds of creatures can be wizards. So yeah, if you aim at that, you'll probably be able to do a lot of damage to more than just one player. 121. Number 9. Extinguish all hope. 4 black for this sorcery. Destroy all non-enchantment creatures. So this is only good if you set it up right. A lot of these are only really good if you set them up right. But this is going to be like you've got a deck full of enchantment creatures and no one else is probably going to have any. So this is just going to be a one-sided board wipe that like, which is in way with eBay. 15 cents only. Number 8. Winds of Wrath. Wrath not spelled with a W. Why? Anyway. 3 white. Destroy all creatures with no enchantments on them. Those creatures cannot be regenerated this turn. Or, yeah. So for the whole turn they can't be regenerated. That's nice. But yeah, if you got, especially you can use, what is it called? Wicked Roll tokens, where you can make those token enchantments fairly easily, and you can get them just on a whole bunch of your creatures, and then just cast this and take out the rest of the board. And yours are basically safe because they got those like little token enchantments that you can throw down pretty easily. Anyway, 18 cents. Alright, here's an example right here. Charming Scoundrel ETBs. And you get to choose from 3 things. The third one being create a Wicked Roll token attached to a target creature you control. Yeah, so there you go. Flicker that, and you're set. Number 7. Organic Extinction. 8 white. Even more expensive. But it also has Improvise. That's where it makes up the difference. Destroy all non-artifact creatures. I didn't know about this card when I was making my Zabas deck. I wish I did because, yeah, I recently did a artifact creature modular deck, and oh boy, would this fit in. Anyway, so for 8 white, destroy all non-artifact creatures, but improvise. The improvise thing, I remember what I'm talking about. I'm good at this, I swear. Tap any artifact and it'll pay for 1. So you can pay 2 for this. If you tap 8 artifacts, you only need 2 mana to cast this board wipe. That'll be like single-sided. Yes please. 46 cents only. Hey. Number 6. Hour of Reckoning. 4 white, and destroy all non-token creatures. So this is a bit of a weird one. It feels a little weird destroying like everything except for the tokens. Usually you don't care about the tokens going away, but there are many decks that will love this. I have this in my Castle of Broken Halo deck. Anyway, it has Convoke as well. Convoke, remember, Convoke is not Improvise, okay? A lot of people get this confused. I sure did. Convoke can pay for the colored mana cost. Improvise cannot. So basically, if you tap 7 creatures, including 3 white creatures, that pays for the whole cost. You're cashing this for free then. 16 cents. Number 5. Okay, Iridian, sure. Maelstrom, it is Wooburg, so that's white, blue, black, red, green. Destroy each creature that isn't all colors. So, and if your other Wooburg, sorry, not other, I guess any of your Wooburg creatures are okay. Also, keep in mind you got things like Transguild Courier, which is all colors. So they'll have some text that gives them all colors. There's more than this, just this. I know there's a Sphinx and probably more that I'm not thinking of, but anyway. So you can get all kinds of things that'll count as being all colors that will not really be all colors, maybe. Anyway, 50 cents. Number 4. Localized Destruction. So this cares about energy. 3 white, so you get an energy when you cast this, first of all. So if you don't have it, you have 1 now. Then you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, each creature you control with power equal to the amount of energy paid gains indestructible until end of turn. So your lower power decks are going to love this, right? Even if you've got like one of those token decks that makes a bunch of 1 and 2 cost things, you need 1 more energy and you're like, or 1 or 2 cost, 1 or 2 power things. If you get, even 1 more energy, you can make all of your stuff indestructible and just wipe out everyone else's stuff. Really, really good, and doesn't require a whole lot of setup because it even gives you 1 energy. So yeah, 10 cents only. Number 3. Okay, Anzeg's Rampage. I feel like I said that really funny, but okay. 3 red for this sorcery. Destroy all artifacts you don't control. Great start. Exile the top X cards to your library, where X is the number of artifacts that are put into graveyards in the battlefield this turn. You may put a creature card exiled this way onto the battlefield. It gains haste, returns to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So this does so much. First of all, destroying all artifacts. It does specify artifacts. It doesn't say non-creature artifacts or something. So if they've got a bunch of artifact creatures, they're gone. And you get to like exile a bunch of things from the top of your library, and then you get to choose a creature. Any creature you want from it, it goes into the battlefield, and then goes back to your hand. Goes into the battlefield with haste, I should point out, and then goes back to your hand. Like, whoa. This just does so much. Whoa. Anyway, even just if it was like destroy all artifacts you don't control, that would be pretty good already. And then it's got all of this other extra stuff. Like, what? Anyway, 17 cents only. Why? Number 2, Overwhelming Forces. 6 black. So this is expensive. It is, but so good. Destroy all creatures target opponent controls. So you're choosing an opponent and just destroying everything specifically for them. Almost every Commander game, you're going to have that one player where you're like, wow, I wish I could take your entire board and leave everyone else alone. And it's exactly what this does. But there's more. Draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. So you get to just like take that player that's getting too far ahead, pretty much knock them straight down, and then you are gonna just load up your hand with all the cards you would want. Whoa, 61 cents. Number 1, Path of Peril. So 1 black for this. So it's destroy all creatures with mana value 2 or less. So it is focusing on 2 or less, which is nice. Especially you could have a deck that's maybe a higher cost deck, and that'll mostly they'll almost take out everyone else's stuff and leave yours alone. But it also has Cleave, and so for 4 black, very expensive, but then it destroys everything. So the Cleave gets rid of like the things in brackets, basically. Yeah. So yeah, it's just destroy all creatures. So it gives you options. Also, 3 mana for a board wipe is a really good cost. And for some reason, this is only 54 cents. Crazy. The list. Okay, Extinction 121. Extinguish All Hope 15 cents. Winds of Wrath 18 cents. Organic Extinction 46 cents. Hour of Reckoning 16 cents. Iridian Maelstrom 50 cents. Requires the most setup, I think. Localized Destruction 10 cents. Maybe the easiest one. Anne's Regs Rampage 17 cents. Okay, that's the easiest one. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. It just leaves you alone. Overwhelming Forces 61 cents. And Path of Peril 54 cents. Ooh, take it easy.